I want to sell my property. You may think it's an easy decision how to sell your commercial property, but there are a variety of options in the methodology you can use, and that is why you need professional advice. When you're selling your commercial property, it's generally a significant part of your personal financial asset base, and therefore it's important to get it right. As unlike shopping, there's no sale and return option. There are actually 4 potential methods and sale options that are available to people. Generally, people don't know that, but these are private treaty, auction, informal tender, and formal tender. Private treaty is generally the commonly accepted arena for the sale by parties, but this system is becoming increasingly not without frustrations to vendors who are seeking certainty when they put their property on the market. Private treaty offers an open bidding arena, allowing in theory the opportunity to maximise the price achieved. It's often considered the best as it allows parties who are buying the opportunity to fund purchases by securing debt funding. Offers from purchasers are caveated by being made generally subject to contract and maybe other conditionality. The system of sale it seems is becoming increasingly frustrating for vendors, purchasers, and importantly, agents, as there is no certainty and sales are increasingly not proceeding due to legal or financial delays. And over the years, I can personally say that our private treaty system has become increasingly frustrating and long-winded. In my view, we should follow the Scottish system of conveyance, and that allows certainty, but that one is for another day. So is the commonly accepted method of sale of private treaty best for you? The answer to that is potentially not, and there are other options to consider. Auction is often seen in the commercial marketplace as a place of financial distress, but this is incorrect and wrong. Auction sale has a lot of merits. The knockdown of the hammer gives a vendor relief in that 1 minute they've exchanged and completion is in 28 days. What joy, the joy of certainty. The merits of auction is that prior to the date that the parties who are interested in buying, they have all the information on that property, the searches, the draft contract, and they're able to make qualified decisions with the assistance of their professional advisors as to whether they should buy. And they know that they've got to stand by that decision at the knock of the hammer. There is no legal delays. There's no financial delays. The myth of auction purchases being difficult to fund for a buyer is also incorrect. All you need to do is get your lending institution support and terms agreed prior to the auction date. The importance in the auction arena is that guide price needs to be attractively priced and marketed to bring people into the room and the competitive bidding arena. And in that respect, our practice's professional advice is important, and we're strong in this field with regular collective property auctions. The ideal properties for auction are those that have a lack of repair, legal issues, need to be sold in a definitive timeline. However, increasingly, we're seeing this as a method that's proven an attractive place to sell due to the certainty it offers. I think this method of sale will become increasingly attractive to vendors in future years due to the frustrations they're currently experiencing within the legal system for conveyance and wasted legal fees that vendors and purchasers are incurring. People love certainty. And is there any other way to sell my property? The answer to that is yes. These are informal and formal tender. These are less known in the property market, but each have their respective merits and should be considered by a vendor. As the name suggests, one is more formal than the other. Informal tender is the delivery by the vendor and their professional advisors of a property to the market with as much information as possible, and the request by the vendor's agent for best offers to be submitted by a certain date and time, thus creating a competitive bidding arena with the parties bidding blind against one another, so in theory maximising the disposal price. It's caveated by the comment that the vendor reserves the right not to sell or not to sell to the highest bidder. It allows another round of bidding. We use it in our commercial world on various strategic positions. Formal tender, as it sounds, is very formal. It has legal implications and is not used often in the commercial marketplace due to the fact it's legal and the vendor has to sell to the party at the highest offer, allowing no general flexibility for the vendor. Offers are again submitted by a set date on a set time, and they're legally binding. The system has merits, but it's far more complex. What does the above tell you? To sell one of your highest value assets that you will own in your lifetime, you need professional advice. No commercial property is the same. And to maximize the disposal price, you need advice. Also, watch this space. I personally think auction disposal will in the coming years become increasingly attractive to vendors. It's great that Halls Commercial are so well placed to assist you with that one.